Hello and welcome to the Robot VARNAC woodshop. Today's video is about a website featuring a good source for used woodshop machinery. It's called publicsurplus.com. So this is the public surplus website. Anybody can sign up for this website. So if you've ever been wondering what happens to old woodshop machinery that from your old schools and stuff, chances are it's been sold on this website. This is a place for public entities and governments to sell off their old stuff that they don't want to use anymore. That's why it's called public surplus. So you go to the website publicsurplus.com. I'm not going to bother putting links or anything because chances are you'll think it's fraud or something. So just do an internet search for publicsurplus.com and you should be able to find this website yourself. And as you can see, they feature all kinds of categories here, but I'm more concerned about woodshop machinery. So you look for industrial machinery and you go down and there's a selection here just for woodshop machinery, folks. So schools that close down their old wood shops and stuff, you'll see the old machinery being sold here. So you click on woodshop and you start seeing some stuff up here. For example, here's looks like a broken down old saw stop table saw here for sale. They usually give pictures, and this is a 230 volt 5 horsepower saw stop 10-inch table saw, and its current price is $610. So you click on the description. It'll tell you the condition, used but still in good working order. We'll need a new plug. And you can see the pictures below. Thing about buying machinery from this website: if you live in the areas where this machinery is being sold, it could be a real good bargain. So it's something to think about. If for example, in Kentucky, Washington, it's also interesting to see some of the old machinery. It's armchair travel to see what these units of local government are selling and what they have for sale and what you could actually buy if you want to go through the trouble of buying it. And so a lot of the condition has been in storage after the school shut down their wood program, and a lot of these machines are old and rusty. So if you can clean the machines up and get them back into running order, it could be a great buy. Just look at how old that motor is. General Electric induction motor, 5 horsepower. So looks like it takes 3-phase power. So you really have to know what you're buying when you go on this website. Some wood shop school closed down their program, and they just threw all this junk on a pallet and call it a wood shop pallet. So it's kind of like an eBay mystery box. So if this could be a great source of tools for, like, if you're running your own cabinet shop or something, you can get some great deals here. Let's continue looking on for something else. Like, here's an old drill press. Three-phase, so you really need to have a good 3-phase power or something to use some of these tools, because don't forget, these are from schools, are usually rigged up for 3-phase power when they're teaching the students industrial woodworking. Like here's an old lathe, for example. and some of the machinery is missing parts, and so you really have to know what you're getting into here. For example, it's missing the tail stock, and for example, what does the description say? Working condition of this item is unknown. All sales final and sold as is. So yes, folks, you really have to know what you're buying on this website. But if you know what you're buying, you can get some great deals. Let's keep looking. Get a load of this old Powermatic jointer here. You get to see how old that thing is. And so some sellers on this website take better pictures than others, so you really have to know what you're looking for. So if you live in the areas like Ohio, Arizona, Utah, look at these prices, $40. Like this old Powermatic jointer is going for $100. If you wanted to buy that new, it'd be probably a couple thousand or more. So if you know what it is and you know what you're buying, it could be a great deal. So if you live in nearby, because they don't ship things here, but you have to read the descriptions. For example, here's an old air cleaner. Here's an old radial arm saw. You can't even really see if it's a radial arm saw. You can see that here's the arm and here's the column, and the table is missing the wood, so you really have to know what you're buying. If you know what you're getting into, it could be a great deal. Let's continue looking. Here's a wood, they're calling it a wood shaper. It doesn't look like a shaper. If you know what your tools are, that looks more like a jointer. So some of these sellers appear that they don't know what they're selling. So it says wood shaper. But it's a jointer, so you really have to read the descriptions carefully to know what you're getting. Let's look at some more items here. Here's another jointer. That doesn't look like a jointer, but that's what they're calling it. And it's only one picture, and you can see how old and rusty that table is. Looks like kind of like a mortiser or something, but it's a good example of schools shutting down their wood programs, and they just put the old tools in storage, and then they end up selling them years later. So if you've ever been wondering what happens to old tools from school wood shops, they've been selling on this website. Now this looks like a shaper, but it's only one picture, and it does say shaper on there. Let's look for, here's a table saw. There's only one picture, but yeah, you can see that's a table saw. I wonder if the basketball is included. Rockwell Model 13 wood planer. Let's take a look at this. And as you can see how old and rusty the bed of the planer is, you can see. Not only that, you see it's part of a lot of other machinery, so this school is selling off a bunch of their old woodshop machinery. Larson Community College. Yeah, a lot of these schools are selling off their old woodshop machinery, and based on the looks of it, it's been sitting around and rusting for some time before they decided to sell. Here's a Powermatic planer. This looks like a big one. There's actually two pictures. That's an old model. Let's see how much this thing is going for. It's going for $50. So you could own a old Powermatic planer for $50 if you win, and reserve not yet met if you are the lucky winner of this auction. So the images you're seeing on this video are not very good, so I encourage you to visit the website yourself so you can see it with your own eyeballs and get a load of this old machinery they have for sale. Warnings for students to be safe using the machine. You can tell it's an old machine. There's rust on there, but there's 15 pictures to look at. You can see it's an old Delta contractor table saw. And you can see it has rust on there. It's been sitting around before they decided to sell. Let's look at more pictures here. I already saw the drill press. Let's take a look at the wood shop pallet number 2. I have an old wood vise there for sale. You can see this old miter box. You just see the dust packed on it because it's been sitting in storage for so long before you just decided to sell. Here's an old box of hand tools that they were trying to sell. Drills. You can see that stuff is covered with dust, but it's been sitting around for so long before they decided to sell. It looks like there's to clean out their whole wood shop and just put the stuff up for sale. Planer model unknown. Yeah, we saw that one too. There's other categories here, like metal shop. Sometimes metal shop has tools that could be used in a wood shop too. Like here's a Delta drill press. That's an oldie, looks like something from the 50s. Just get a load of that old logo on there. That would cut through wood just as well as metal for a metal shop. Let's see, what else is going on here? Sheet metal tools. So you visit the website publicsurplus.com and take a look around, and you might find something that you can use in your shop and save a lot of money. The wood magazines and the magazines out there are not trying to tell you to buy used equipment. They want you to buy their advertisers' new machinery. So they don't like talking about stuff like this because the advertisers would frown on them telling you how to save money and not buy their new machinery. So take a look and visit the website publicsurplus.com, and it has the whole thing of how you sign up and become a buyer or seller. If you could read through that yourself. That's publicsurplus.com. Do a Google search and visit the website today, and you could save yourself a lot of money. So that's the end. Don't forget to share this. The information could be useful to someone you know who's trying to buy woodshop machinery. And by all means, comment. Do you buy used equipment, and what has been your experience in buying used machinery? Is it dangerous? Has anything blown apart and caused injury, for example? And don't forget to like and subscribe. So that's it for now. Goodbye.